Why do some narcissists become so sweet when around babies and young children? Why do they become so playful, interactive, joyful, happy, bubbly, and goofy? Where does that monster in them go? Does this mean they have the potential to love, but they don't love you because you lack something, or is there some other secret behind this change? Let's find out in today's episode. Many people stay stuck in toxic relationships for the sake of their children. Survivors of narcissistic abuse who are stuck in relationships because they don't want to leave for the sake of their children or because children are involved often say something like this to me: "Had he or she not been so loving to my children, I would have left ages ago. He's so nice to them. She's so kind to them." That really confuses me. That really makes me wonder if I'm doing something wrong because he or she does have the capacity to love, and he does treat them better. He's so good to them. He's so good to my daughter. She's so good to my son. But not to me. And I can't take that away from my child. I can't. I'll have to deal with a lot of guilt if I do. Analyzing the situation, let's try to put on our detective hat and analyze the situation. What this survivor of narcissistic abuse, which may be you, is missing here is the fact that the narcissistic individual in their life is driven by the need to get a lot of attention, admiration, adulation, validation, and so on. What can be a better source for all of this than children? Because they're really innocent, they will come looking for their daddy or mommy all the time. They'll seek them. They'll give them a lot of attention, which is the currency in a narcissistic relationship. And they can be told anything, and they will believe it because it's coming from their main source of support, their primary interaction with the outer world, their protector, the narcissistic parent. Why is the narcissist nice to children? Or why does the narcissistic individual show that nice side to the child? Because the child does not have any agency yet, and that means the narcissist can fully control how this little being, this little angel, thinks, feels, behaves, and what it believes about the world, about themselves, and about the narcissist. Meaning they are prone to manipulation and gaslighting. They can't be questioned. They can't think differently because, as I said, it's coming from their biggest source of support, someone they trust blindly. And that is the ultimate power for the narcissist to relish and enjoy. When a narcissist interacts with a baby that cannot speak yet, he or she feels like they're playing with a toy. It's amusing. When he or she speaks in a nice tone and laughs and plays, it looks all goofy and amazing. But for the narcissist, it is the ultimate source of supply because the baby laughs, the baby moves as the narcissist makes those psychological moves, and that makes the narcissist feel really powerful about his or her capabilities. That's crazy. That's demonic. That's evil. But for the narcissist, that is the ultimate glory, which is why they are drawn to babies, because they offer a lot of supply. There is no agency in between that can intervene, and the narcissist can manipulate easily. Another reason is that they try to paint a picture. The narcissist can very easily sell their projected image to these children by treating them nicely, temporarily because they don't have object permanence yet, which simply means what they see is what they believe about things, and the narcissist pretends to be the nice person, the nice daddy, and the nice mommy, and the child thinks, "Oh, she is the best." I did that for almost all my life. I thought my mother was an angel because she is a master pretender. She knows how to pretend. She has a wave with words, with her vitality, and she speaks magically to a child, convincing him or her that she is an angel, the best mother ever, the best woman ever, and a very compassionate person. Adults fall for that facade, children don't even stand a chance. So what I'm trying to say here is that it's not about love. It's not that the narcissist feels love for the children because they are non-judgmental. They are, of course, not critical. It's not about safety at all. It's all about power, control, and the capability to manipulate these little beings who are really vulnerable, who can be fed anything, and there won't be any rebellion or resistance. It's about strategically alienating them from you, because the narcissist wants the children to believe you are the sole cause and the sole problem behind everything that's happening in the marriage. Later, years down the line, if you talk about getting a divorce or if you talk about the dissolution of this marriage, who will they blame? You. And it will be easy for them to convince these children that it's your fault, you don't want to be with their daddy or with their mommy, and they will show a lot of anger towards you without understanding what is actually going on. They know what they are doing. I always say this. It's not like they're purely driven by unconscious desires and unconscious drives. They know exactly why they are doing what they are doing and what they're going to get out of it. These individuals act nice with their children only until a certain age, when their child starts displaying individuality. When this child demonstrates agency and has a voice and starts saying no, they give a pushback. That is when the narcissist perceives a threat and gets a narcissistic injury, which then triggers their monstrous nature, making them really callous and cruel in their approach, and that gives a massive amount of trauma because a child is not able to understand who this parent is. They were someone else. The same was true for me and my mother when she started showing her real side. I was bamboozled, shocked to my core, because I did not recognize that person. I'm talking about recent times, when I started to see through that facade. I was taken aback. Their love for the children is conditional and transactional. It purely depends on what they are getting out of what they are doing, and the moment it stops, the moment the child stops seeking their daddy and mommy, and there is no constant attention, now they're focusing on themselves, they have friends, they have toys, they have pets, that is when the jealousy kicks in, and their own rotten, call it inner child or the fragments of inner child, take up the demonic form, trying to traumatize the child and inflict a lot of pain. What should you do next time you see a narcissist behaving nicely with children? When you see a narcissist behaving nicely around a baby or when interacting with a child, don't be confused. See, they see it for what it is and understand it's nothing but a way of extracting maximum supply, and they feel so good about having full control and authority over this thing they perceive as a toy,